Regards, Chad Ziegenfuss. That's it for correspondence. Acceptance of the minutes from the 2/18 meeting.
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes of February 18th, 2020.
I'll second.
Any discussion, corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? I believe we received reports from the supervisor, town clerk, dog control, if you could count, highway, justice. I didn't see one from Don, Justice Snyder, I know there was one.
Yeah, I got his. I think I have his. Dom and Snyder. They were
Oh, you
both
did
submitted
get
to-
them?
They were
Yep.
both in there.
Oh, I don't,
They
then
should have
maybe,
been.
I didn't probably get one of mine. Maybe I did. Nope, I lied. I did. Sorry. Okay, justices, planning board, no ambulance. Jeff said he was sending one, but he didn't send one to me. did
I
he?
didn't get one.
Okay, he said working. No water, code enforcement and police.
Just note that there's a February 6th and a March 5th for the planning board. All right, was that a motion, Judy, that you received them?
Yes.
Okay, I'll second it.
February 6th and March 5th was planning board?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't receive those supervisor report. Did you put one in my box?
Probably, I thought I did. Maybe
I didn't
timed-
get one. I can get it
Okay.
in the morning, that's fine.
Okay, I'm sorry,
That's
it's
okay.
probably sitting on my desk then.
Okay.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Approval of the abstract. I have one, thing that I made a note on, and that was the ambulance PAB bill. I think they must be working from home because nobody's been answering for several days.
You got an email tonight.
So I did, I did get an email?
I got one tonight when I was doing with Chuck.
Oh, okay, cause I sent an email, to Christine and pointed out that Ida Thompson, which they did, minus 400 was a TNR. Also that Dawn Miller, which they, subtracted out the 750, but that was also a treat and release and needs to be rebilled. And then Geraldine Button was billed twice for the same call with two different numbers and two different mileage amounts by 0.4 of a mile. So
But it was the same day.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think it was the same
Okay.
call. There were not two calls for her in the same day, cause we have had some where we've had.
Well, I couldn't approve that one, Judy, because I see all these check marks, and yes, they were on that report, but there were discrepancies. So, and they don't write on there, last month, this should have been a TNR. Do you know what I mean? So that an auditor would know what those, who we did do, because it said we had 20, there's 20 on there, but they only did 16 treated ones, but they were TNR ones that they should have counted too.
Yeah, well,
So, I
like the
think-
two that, the one was, two of them were from January.
Right.
They were priorly billed, so that's why we were
Right,
charged
so
for
that's,
those.
they should be already written, included in January billing, so that somebody doesn't have to have the January in front of them to know that, yes, it was indeed on there. That's what I would like to see on the PAB bill, 'cause otherwise, I'm not gonna know. And neither will an auditor be able to just look at that and say, okay, that, they made the note. So I couldn't approve that, because I didn't know what 16 are they counting?
Oh, I did make the TNR comment, I thought, on the
Well,
copies
you
that you
did,
guys got,
it
but
said
yeah.
TNR, but
Yeah.
that you're working with PAB to correct this, it should be a TNR. And then those first two that they
Mhm.
took out, those were already included under January's.
Right,
That's how it should read. And then I think it would be easy, that way it's easy for the board to know what 16 of those that they're using.
well, someone has to, train someone who is actually a ambulance commissioner, cause I'm still doing
Oh,
this
really?
at this point,
Okay.
because they're not organized enough at this point, or,
Well, if they're gonna do it, they gotta do it.
well, yeah,
You
they
know what I
do, yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Cause we don't have the paperwork in front of us to know both sets, and so that's
Mhm.
why I just couldn't do it this month. I said, I'm not doing that. And it's supposed to be the board's responsibility, then we've gotta have the records and be able to figure it all out. You just can't leave it to them if they're not gonna do it.
Yeah, well, I have sent to Christine the comments on that, cause I couldn't get her by phone all week to get anybody to respond there, and nobody's answering the phone even at the main number now, so I'm assuming they're all working from home or something. I don't know why, they have a nice big building, but,
Did you guys all get a chance to sign off on the vouchers on the bottom right corner? For the comptroller, for the bills to be approved?
four of us
You
did.
signed them.
Yeah,
Yes.
Everybody signed off on the bills?
Mike didn't.
On the bottom corner of each voucher.
Cheryl and I
At
don't
least
have
three.
I don't sign it.
Oh, okay.
I
signed
did,
it,
and
so
Jan
you-
came in and
Okay.
entered it this afternoon.
The only other one I questioned was Geneseo Tech. I think you took the tax off it, right?
I did.
Yes.
They had tax on it. And
Oh,
$599 for a refurbished computer. Why wouldn't you buy a new one? I thought, why would, yeah, for refurbished.
it is,
What's that voucher number? Mike, can you say?
Yeah.
It's 109.
that was what they decided to go with, but it's a very powerful computer supposedly, and all done by him, and he supports everything.
But
It's-
if they're not utilizing it, I mean, what are they utilizing it for if they can't do the billing? Do you know what I mean? What are they
Well,
using
that
it
has
for?
nothing to do with, the commissioners do the billing,
So
the-
who's
the
using the
com-
laptop?
Oh, the computer is it's not a laptop, it's a
Desktop.
desktop, it's at the fire hall, it's what they do their PCRs on and do all their work on. Their scheduling and all that stuff, it's the computer that's used by the
Okay.
paid staff and
Is that
CBS
$500
to,
refurb that?
$599 plus $150 for labor and,
Holy crap, that computer's not worth that much.
oh no, that
Promise you that.
included the,
it's
transfer of all the files
it's
and.
$599 just for a refurbished computer.
Well, I'm assuming that was the whole bill, cause
No,
we didn't
there
get
was
another bill.
$150 worth of, some kind of labor type stuff,
$779.98.
right? Am I right, $599?
HP Pro Desk refurbished, $599.99. Off-site hourly labor rate, $150. Then Logitech wireless keyboard, $30, and mouse. That's a very expensive refurbished computer.
And I don't know what kind of warranty it has on it either. I was just flabbergasted, but
Cause
I
there's
didn't
no
sign
need
it.
that they would have to have a high-speed, state-of-the-art computer, just a general computer for what they do in that office at the firehouse. Other than that,
Well, the EMS charts is a pretty large, complicated system, and they keep upgrading it continually. So that's why what do you call those little things, the iPads are no longer able to, they're too outdated to have the new programs from them on them.
So then why are we paying for the syncing of them at $40 a month for?
Because they still get the signature of the patients on them.
And then voucher 102 is Cintas, the service charge was removed off of one. That's where they come in
Oh.
and fill our first
Medical,
aid.
yes.
But then the other two had service charge on them. So how does that work?
The gentleman, because he services the highway and the town hall, because we're all the town of Cohocton, he
Mhm.
waived one. He was only gonna
Okay,
charge us
he
the one
waived one?
fee. Yeah,
I
and
wanted
he wrote that on the bill, and then I just deducted it on the bottom, but
Okay.
he was gonna sign off on the middle part because he's already servicing the town of Cohocton.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know, if that was what we were doing.
I forgot to note that on the account, on the invoice.
Can you do that when you get it back?
Yeah.
Please, thanks.
What
Just
voucher
for
was that?
audit, just for an audit, because 5 years down the road, who's gonna remember that?
What was that voucher number, Cheryl?
102.
No, that's okay, I can do it in the morning. But didn't I? It
You
was the
did.
same.
You did, but I just wondered why we waived it on one and not on two, and we'd just say per salesman, he's waiving it because we're all one thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they charge a service fee like those companies do that come and refill your,
But he was only
Soap
charging us
and
one because
stuff,
he was
yeah.
servicing the whole town, or the town of Cohocton, highway and town hall.
And then I just wanted to make the board aware, on Griffith Energy, the bills were due 3/9, and they came in for February, but the bill is due, for 3/9, which is already passed. But I guess Richie's holding them until he does, we should have gotten that one, I thought, in February.
oh,
So I just wanna make sure Richie knows to be careful of those past due notices, cause we don't wanna,
Did we get a past due notice from Griffith?
we did not, and they didn't charge us, cause I looked that up
Richie's
for the
only ever
next one.
submitted Griffith
Yeah,
in the
I
middle
have
of them.
that.
He only submits his bills to me once.
Right, but these ones should have been in February.
I think in February though, they should have been in January.
Right,
I think they-
right, that's right, right,
But
cause
they
they were
never
due.
charge us.
Okay.
Not that
They
not that
didn't.
I've noticed.
They did not, cause I
They-
checked it,
I
cause we
think-
got both sets this month.
I think that they are aware that we meet on the third Tuesday of the month, and that bills are approved once a month, because I've never noticed the charge on there,
Okay.
but,
Alright,
so
I just.
maybe it'd just be worth mentioning to Richie.
Yeah.
He only submits his bills once a month.
Okay, and he did
'Cause he
submit
did.
his ones now that are due March 28th, so.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
They're all in there,
They're in
so.
there.
Like I
Yeah.
said, I gotta get
They're
one.
all in there.
Judy, are you going over to Baldwin's tomorrow, or do you want me to take these to them?
I'm going over tomorrow.
Okay.
While Mike's doing that, I just wanted to mention 3 little things I have here. Actually, 4, but that'll go with. I didn't realize, cause this was with some estimates from Landino, and that he had already fixed the roof on the pump house. So this is actually an invoice, and the second part is the, metal roof on the pavilion that I believe the Lions Club is gonna
Pay for it.
pay
yeah.
for. And then Martha, you're the one, I think, or was it Barry, who said we usually pay the whole thing and then get the reimbursement from the Lions Club.
Okay.
I mean, is that everybody's understanding of that? I mean, that's not in there, cause I just found this, but that will be. So, that is what we usually do?
I said I wasn't
Yeah,
I wasn't
I don't
certain
know.
of that. I would assume because he's a local contractor, that he
Mhm.
gets paid, and then I don't know if the town of Cohocton has to hunt down Lions Club.
I know it
I
was
don't
Jack
know.
who we checked with.
Yeah, I think, Barry said that Jack, or Tom used to then call Jack, so
Okay.
I can call Jack and find out. The other thing is that this is the second one of these I got, and I had no clue what this is, because this is Pitney Bowes,
Which is our postage meter.
which is our postage meter. And when you power up and go online, cause we've had to buy more postage or update 2 times, you get this thing that says we have $13,000 credit in there. So then we put $7.50 postage on. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, we got this month, and it has a $39.99 charge on it, and a $14.44 finance charge. And it very hard to get through to them if you don't do it online. I finally
$14.40
called them.
or
$14.44 finance charge and a $39.99 late fee charge. So I finally got a hold of them, and I said, could you please explain to me what a purchase power account statement is, and why are we being charged this? Well, over here, we're also part of a rewards program, like your rewards card on your credit card. So she told me that to be part of the purchase power and get the rewards, your turnaround on a bill is 27 days. And I said, well,
About
we're a
30 days.
municipality, we couldn't possibly turn a bill around in 27 days. It wouldn't even be possible. Well, then you can't be part of the rewards. So I said, well, what do the rewards get me? Well, she didn't know. She told me we have an account manager, and I would have to speak to her about it, because I said, well, there's no way we can pay. So anyway, she is
But
giving
that's
us
Pitney
credit.
Bowes, right?
Pitney Bowes, yeah.
And that was always done as a prepay, if I remember.
Well,
right.
Martha said no, that Don used to just sort of do it.
But I mean, it
Well,
was
Don-
done
yeah, the
as a
prepay.
prepay.
Yeah, well, he did do the
Okay.
prepays, yeah.
And then he figured out
It's all on his computer.
who
Yeah.
got charged what in postage, like the police.
Oh,
the-
well, no, that's all on the meter,
Okay.
that, he didn't have to figure that out,
Okay.
but,
But he printed it out and it went
yeah.
to that.
right,
When
Okay.
he added postage from his computer, it's all on his
yeah,
computer.
right.
Okay.
When he added postage on that.
Anyway, I got a $79.98 credit, and so we owe $1,550.02 still. He's obviously been paying these late
Yeah.
fees every month. So we
Yes.
have a rewards program, but I have yet to know what our rewards would be. I'm hoping a trip to Bermuda or something.
When you have seen the
We
bill?
saw him, I saw him, they have a late charge on him, and he said, oh, they'll always take that off the next month.
No, they don't take it off. She said that she could do that once only, in a year. And so I said, well, I will talk to the account manager who, because of everything being closed, I haven't gotten through to yet, but hopefully we will at some point, to say, I don't want the power purchase, I want because we can have a 47-day turnaround and not be charged a late fee, and we can do it as a prepay then.
Mhm.
So I'm just letting everybody know that,
But he always did it as a
Yeah.
prepay anyhow, so I always wondered, why are we getting a late charge when we do it as a prepay?
well, because he didn't ever do it in the 27 days, which is the turnaround. But that was a mighty hefty little
Mhm.
thing. Okay, so hopefully that'll be taken care of. And, the other thing is that we did get our playground, oh no, this isn't the playground, I'm sorry. This is our new lawnmower. Umpire already delivered it, so this was too late to get this in, but we have to pay this also.
I see that, what did it get?
Oh.
So are you asking us to pay those bills then, Judy? Add them on to here, and do them as a prepay, or what are you asking us?
Well, I wanted
To approve
to do
them?
it as a prepay. I didn't know if we could do them, and I could
Well-
take them tomorrow, because that would be,
You can get board approval tonight, but then they'd have to be added to the abstract.
About
So they changed all your figures for,
uh,
gonna be for
Well, I
tonight,
mean-
is that what you mean, or added to next month's prepaid?
Prepays, that the board approved them tonight, and they'll go on the prepay.
As prepays for
Mhm.
next month?
Mhm.
Did you talk to Sam about that? I,
Well, if the board approves them tonight, they can go as a prepay for next month.
right.
They'll
but
be
I-
on next month's prepay, because the board's approving them
just do
tonight
it,
to.
okay, so she could do these as prepays then, and,
Right, because she's already finished her abstract now.
right, yeah.
Right, my abstract
we-
for now is
yeah.
closed, but I was telling Judy, the prepays, when I send them to Baldwin specifically told me they don't want a bunch of prepays on one form. I send them the prepays,
One bunch.
yes.
But she would do these, because she just said